What's goody, all my beautiful people out there in the tube of the U? It's your boy J Nut over here at Hookah, and today I got a brand new review for all of you. Now, before we get into anything, I am smoking out of my Hookah Mini Halal. I am rocking an alien bowl. You can't see it because I got my wind cover and two Dashini flats. Rocking my Hookah Mammoth hose. And real quick, I like using this hose with the Mini Halal because the Mini Halal has kind of almost like a restricted type draw. Nothing drastic at all, but it's definitely restricted. And it's such a wide open draw on the Hookah Mammoth that I think the two just pair together beautifully. So anyhow, we are smoking from the Starbuzz vintage line. Dark Mist. Bang, bang, bang. Gave you a little triple bang. So let's go ahead and get into it and get into the smell of the tobacco. Get it all nice and mixed up. So I'm definitely getting a blackberry scent. It's very berry scented. I'm not really smelling any type of cooling effect, any type of menthol in there. But I definitely get a nice straight blackberry. And it smells a little sweet. It does definitely smell a little sweet, but it doesn't smell like it's going to be too crazy in my opinion. So let's go ahead and see how that smell translates into the flavor. Shall we? All right, couple things to note. You all know, you should know that vintage line is going to be a dark leaf tobacco, so it's going to have a bit more of that tobacco-y flavor to it. Nothing crazy. It's definitely an undertone to me at least, and that blackberry is going to come out. You're definitely going to taste blackberry. I'm not getting any type of mist, really. There's no cooling sensation that I'm experiencing at the moment or in past sessions. Yeah, I'm not really getting any type of mist, so they definitely could have kicked that up a bit to justify the mist. But as far as the blackberry flavor, it's definitely there. You're definitely going to get blackberry with a nice undertone of tobacco. So if you want to kind of mix it up, excuse me, here we go with this again. If you want to kind of mix it up from your modern tobaccos and get more of that leafy tobacco undertone with it, this is definitely going to be your answer to it. I believe the whole Starbuzz vintage line is going to be like that. Similar to like Tangiers, how you get that tobacco-y taste. But in Tangiers, it's not so much an undertone. But I feel like it's a little bit less drastic in the Starbuzz vintage line. So if you're looking to kind of switch it up and go into that realm of hookah tobacco smoke, I was about to say Tuka, hookah tobacco smoke, then vintage is definitely going to be your go-to. And if you're a fan of blackberry, you're going to like this. I'm actually kind of digging this. I've had some crazy sessions with vintage, I'll go ahead and tell you. It's definitely sensitive to heat. You know, I'm going 2 coals in my Alien. Even if I was going with like a bigger bowl, I'd probably still only go 2 coals and then definitely use that wind cover. But it starts out smoking fantastic. It's very smooth. You get the nice undertone of tobacco, but you get that overall blast of blackberry in this for sure. But then you got to really heat manage your vintage, in my opinion. I feel like if you don't, it tends to get a little harsh. You got to make sure you rotate your coals. Again, I believe this is a heat-sensitive tobacco, just in my experiences at least. So you're going to want to be cautious and wary of that. Now, since I am only going 2 coals, the clouds aren't Stormtrooper, but let's go ahead and take a look at some anyhow. And you decide. we're still getting great cloud output, and I've experienced that with the vintage line and the flavors that I've smoked. So there's definitely consistency there, and I like to see that. So if your lungs could take that extra cold, your clouds are going to do nothing but get bigger, but it might mess with the taste a little bit. So I think 2 colds is definitely where you're going to be at with a vintage line overall. If this is something that you think you want to try and you feel like it may pique your interest a little bit, you can head on over to 5starhookah.com. Big shout out to Alex and Mary, always holding it down for your boy. And if you want to get a discount, go look in the description below and you'll find my discount code where I'll save you 15% off anything not already on sale. So as far as mixing this though, it could definitely mix with other flavors. You might want to experiment crossing brands. that might go well. Just be expecting that it's going to add that undertone of tobacco. I don't think you're going to lose that in mixing this. So if you're not looking for the tobacco, aftertaste undertone, vintage probably isn't going to be for you. You might not enjoy it that much. But if you like Tangiers and you kind of want to go a step below the Tangiers experience, I think vintage is definitely going to be that brand. It's going to answer the call for that. And I like it. I like to change up my smoke every now and then. I like to go with Tangier sometimes, or sometimes I'll go with regular Starbuzz, or I'll go with Pure or Haze. It's just they're all different types of smoke. So keep that in mind if you do want to try vintage. That's what you can expect. So I hope you enjoyed this quick hit. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'll see you all on the next review, and let me take you out properly.